Hello everyone, welcome to your November 2024 astrological forecast. Before I begin, I would just like to remind you that if you are going to order any kind of chart services from me for like next year or as a holiday gift or something or other, it's a good idea to put in your order now. If you wait until December, I can't guarantee that your stuff will be done by like the end of the month or whatever, or in time for the holidays. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And a special thank you to my subscribers for your continued support, for liking, sharing, and commenting on my videos. And if you like this video and you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Okay? So anyways, in November 1st starts off with a new moon in Scorpio. Okay? Then on the 2nd, Mercury moves into Sagittarius. Okay? On the 3rd, Mars moves into Leo. And on the 11th, Venus moves into Capricorn. On the 15th, Saturn turns direct. Also on the 15th, also on the 15th, there's a full moon in Taurus. Okay? Then on the 19th, Pluto finally moves into Aquarius for good. Okay? And on the 21st, the Sun moves into Sagittarius. And on the 25th, Mercury turns retrograde in Sagittarius. Okay? So be sure to check out my weekly forecast, which are now like daily shorts. Okay, so now for your forecast. Hi, Aries. So, okay, on the 1st, there's a new moon in Scorpio in your, 8th house. That's where you have the sign of Scorpio, and the sun is here up until the 21st. Okay, so the 8th house is other people's money and resources, passive money through means other than earning it, such as an inheritance, an insurance payout, legal settlement, refund of some kind. This could be even like an increase in credit and or increase on like a bank loan or something or other. It's also the house of transformation and like changes, like endings and new beginnings. Okay, so a new moon here is like kind of appropriate, right? You know, there could be like anything from you deciding to, you know, change your spending habits or saving more, or 8th house is also shared debt and shared property. So if you own property with someone else, or if you have jointly held bank accounts or credit cards or something, you could be doing something different there, you know, or maybe discussing not using credit cards as much, or trying to pay cash for everything, or whatever, something or other, possibly a little different going on here. Okay? But a new moon does bring a new beginning, so some kind of change possibly that you're doing here. You may even switch credit cards or banks or something at this time, you know, because maybe you're getting a better deal somewhere else, right? Also, though, there is a full moon on the 15th in Taurus in your 2nd house. 2nd house is directly across from the 8th house, right? So 2nd house is earned income and possessions, plus your values, personal values, but also your valuables, okay? Your sense of self-worth, and also the house of hidden talents. So you have Uranus here. It's been transiting here for years, right? So there's pretty much ups and downs as far as money goes. Comes in, goes out, fluctuates. You could be working, you know, like temporary jobs, or be in some line of work where, like film, like if you work on films, when that film is over, so is that job, you know, stuff like that. You could have work like that, you know, that you do. So whatever, but a full moon here does bring something to an end. Okay, it exists to bring a problem to the surface so it can be dealt with and done away with, right? You don't have to deal with it again. So it's just something like that. You know, you could even find out that maybe, you're being charged for something, in like insurance that you have that you didn't ask for, or even like if you have cable or satellite or streaming, however, whatever kind of TV service you have, you could find out you were being charged for something that you never even asked for. So this would put an end to something like that, right? Okay, so then on the 2nd, Mercury moves into Sagittarius. The Sun moves into Sagittarius on the 21st. Venus is still in Sagittarius up until the 11th. And then on the 25th, Mercury turns retrograde in Sagittarius in your 9th house where you have the sign of Sagittarius, okay? So 9th house is long distance communications and travel, and foreign countries, people, languages, higher learning, your philosophy on life, your religious and spiritual beliefs, your opinions, okay, legal matters, media and publishing, many, many things, okay? So with all these planets here, you could be traveling or making arrangements to travel. Could be because of the holidays, or maybe this was just some time that you would be traveling normally anyway, okay? You could find that you have more contact with people who live at a distance, possibly in another country. You could also, this is the house of adventure, so you could even be planning some kind of trip, could be something that, that could take place during this time or somewhere down the line, like next year even. But you could be making plans with someone else even at this time. With Mercury here, you have a lot of communications going on, especially with, you have Jupiter in Gemini in the 3rd house, okay? And the 3rd house is also big communications and travel house, but it's more local. Okay, but having Jupiter here does increase like all these communications, no matter what form it is. Could even be regular postal mail. But you could be in contact with someone a lot more than you normally are. Okay, could be someone from your old neighborhood, someone that you used to go to school with, grade school, middle school, high school, whatever. It could be, that you are making plans for something, or just that you are just engaged in conversation that much, okay? 9th house is also an internet house, so you could possibly be online more than you normally are and have contact with people that way who are from another country. Okay, you could be a part of a group or something or other. And you could also decide to learn something at this time, this being the house of higher learning, even if it's online, just watching videos. Okay, it'd be nice to take up some kind of interesting, like, thing that you've always, like, wanted to try, possibly. Maybe you will in the future, but you need to learn more about it for now. Okay. So then Venus leaves Sagittarius and moves into Capricorn on the 11th, and your 10th house of your career. Okay, how you're known professionally and personally, your personal persona to the public. Okay, your 10th house is your most public house. It's how people see you, speak about you, write about you, like on social media or whatever. And with Venus here, if you've listened to my previous videos, you'll know that I always tell people when Venus is in your own sign, your 1st house or your 10th house, that you should milk it for all you can. And this is one of those times. Venus is in your 10th house at least till the end of the month into December. So you're getting a lot of good press, you know what I mean? People are saying a lot of really nice things about you, usually though about your appearance. Okay, how attractive you are and whatever, you know what I mean? So you could find that, like, people complimenting you, let's say on social media, if you are a celebrity type person and you're usually in the public eye and people do write about you or, photograph you or something, that would increase at this time. So it would be normal for these things to be occurring in your life. But the the allure would be a lot more with Venus here. Okay, so Mars does move into Leo, okay, on the 3rd, and your 5th house. That's where you have the sign of Leo. It is the house of fun, romance, creativity, gambling and speculation, all forms of entertainment, games and sports, and anything to do with children. So having Mars here really energizes this area. Okay, it does make you really want to get out there and have some fun, but it also brings out your creative side. You know, there are probably things that you do for like just for pleasure, but there could actually be something that you're working on, that some kind of creative project that stalled, you know, or just got put on the back burner, or something you haven't picked up in a long time. You know, maybe you play an instrument and you haven't played it in a while, so this would be the time that you would get that like enthusiasm back. You know, having Mars here, it does make you want to get out there and do stuff. Okay, and another thing too would be to you know, go see a live play, or go to a show or something or other, or a live show, go see a band, or you know, some form of entertainment. Okay, so Mars will be here for a little while. Actually, well, it will be moving back into Cancer again next year, but it, I think, is in Leo until the end of this year. Okay. Also, Pluto does fully move into Aquarius on the 19th, and your 11th house, where you have the sign of Aquarius, the 11th house being your friends and acquaintances, where you would normally go to hang out, socializing in person or online, any group or organization that you belong to, and also the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. So I'll be doing a video on Pluto and Aquarius, so you'll have to get more detail there. But for now, I will have to say that you will have like contact, probably more than likely, with some very powerful people, and it could come in a group or organization that you belong to, or many other ways too. Okay. Also, Saturn turns direct on the 15th. Saturn is in Pisces, in your 12th house, where you have the sign of Pisces, and Neptune is also there, and it's still retrograde. Okay, so this is your house of solitude. It's your me time. You know, it's time that you spend alone, working on things, or just enjoying your time alone, not having to deal with other people. This is the house of the subconscious mind, dreams, confinement of any kind, such as prisons, or being confined to a home, or a personal care home, or a nursing home, or something like other. It's also the house of charity. So, you know, there could be something, you'll have to listen to my video on Saturn and Pisces, okay, for more detail. But, you know, it could have been something that was stumping you in a way. You know, you were overthinking it. It was really bothering you. You know, you couldn't shake some kind of weird feeling or whatever. And now that Saturn turns direct, that kind of clears up or goes away, or you try to figure out why it was bothering you in the first place. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Okay. The best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Aries on the 12th and 13th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Libra, and those dates are the 25th, 26th, and 27th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, and speculation, or anything to do with children, is the 7th, 8th, 9th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. The best time for money is the 1st, 2nd, 14th, 15th, 28th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for your career is the 5th, 6th, and 7th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 16th, 17th, and 30th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for November. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. See ya.